What on earth is this monstrosity before us?
So 2013 Escalade.
Yep.
It's obviously seen better days. It's quite a big job, so obviously you can see paint's faded.
Yep.
It's quite dirty. Show you guys inside.
It's quite dirty also.
Yeah, interesting. And I guess it's a good way to show people that we don't just work on new cars and nice cars all the time. I mean, it is a nice car, don't get me wrong, but
it's
know what
supposed
I mean.
to be.
Yeah, it hasn't been looked after very well, so it's been dropped off to us to make it look mint again. So we're gonna, I think it's a 2-stage correction, probably 3 really.
Yeah, realistically with the kind of condition that this paint work is in.
Yep, and then I think we're gonna end up coating the wheels, doing all the guards, engine bay.
Yeah.
It's gonna get a full overhaul, so it's gonna look
at least better than it does now.
Yeah, it's gonna look good, so yeah, exciting.
Palm it off to the detailing boys and we'll get started.
Good?
Yep, when you're ready.
All right, so we haven't placed anything in this car. This is how it was dropped off. And I understand people are super busy with life and they don't have time to clean their cars, so this isn't not having a go at the customer or whatever. I actually really love these jobs, so it makes it interesting. And this is why we're here, you know what I mean? So obviously gets used, but it's a little bit of sand and a few hours and it will look new again. In the back, just as bad, but yeah, like I said, it'll come up a treat. Massive car though. So there's a few square meters here to clean. I'll show you something. I'm not sure what they were thinking when they designed this. Oh, probably not for big people, but yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? This is going to be a wicked job. Great before and after. Oh.
You're going to need more coffee with that much physical activity.
This will be enough for me, mate. So we'll get stuck into this, but yeah, give it the treatment and it will look $1 million when it's finished. We're not doing cars like this every day. This is also what we enjoy doing, so we'll take you along for the journey, I guess, and you guys can see the transformation.
I interrupt that beautiful cinematic sequence to point out that this is one of the most difficult paint correction jobs I've seen the guys do. The paint on this car is absolutely wrecked, and it is taking everyone's combined effort to fix it. It has been 6 days of actively working on this car. This video comes out, I have to have this video done tomorrow, and we are still paint correcting the car. Nothing's been coated, nothing's been finished. This is the point that we are at. So, yeah. What do you think, Ravine?
I don't know, man. I think we're gonna have to go like 800 maybe? Yeah. Probably, I don't know.
Like this bit is not too bad. I think we just spend more time up the top.
No, the thing with this thing is it's not faded this area like that.
But see how this side is starting to like
Yeah, that's
like you can see where we've polished it. It's a lot better. I reckon we just sand it back with what were we using? 3,000.
1,000.
Oh yeah, 1,000.
2,000. Then
Yep. And then we'll just go through the processes again. I think it's better, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's a bit of work there, eh? I'll just try this one.
With hope dwindling, paint correction went long into the evening. However, they did it. All right, let's breathe a collective sigh of relief together. Here's Nick.
Hello.
What an absolute mission this car has been.
Sorry, man.
No, you're right. This is nice and authentic. It's probably, about 2 hours before this video goes live that this car is finished and looking so much better than it did when it first arrived. It's been very tense. It's been a very challenging car to work on with much uncertainty as to whether we were going to have it done in time or not. Nick is obviously just taking a couple of photos to send to the owner to say, yay, we actually got it done. This car had all sorts. The paint was absolutely ruined, as you would have seen yesterday. Still just polishing it. Trigger warning for any arachnophobes, look away now, but poor Ravine just here had to deal with a huntsman that had made its home inside the rear of the car. It wasn't too happy to be disturbed, but Ravine thoughtfully moved it without killing it. It was all safe. You're braver than I am. Honestly, we're just stoked that we're able to get the car to look as good as it does. It is by no means perfect, but this is the absolute best. You can take our collective word for it. This is the absolute best that this car can be. So thank you so much for joining us on this roller coaster of a ride, and we will see you next week with whatever we have coming up.